When I became homeless, it was devastating. I was going from place to place, shelter to shelter, and I didn't know what to do. I ended up on Skid Row soon after. A woman took me to the Women's Center, and I didn't know what a Women's Center was. I don't know what I would have done without some help, some encouragement. I needed somebody to tell me that they cared and that everything was going to be all right.
Downtown Women's Center has been involved for over 38 years in direct services towards women experiencing homelessness. Over the last few years in Los Angeles, there has sadly been quite a dramatic rise in the number of women experiencing homelessness. We have about 200 women a day who will come in, who can have a place to get off the streets, to feel safe, to speak to other women, to have a meal, a shower, and you will see these women coming into our day center on a day-to-day basis, really looking for a pathway out of homelessness and into stability.
There are few opportunities for women with lived experience of homelessness to really advocate for what helped end homelessness for them and advocate for what will help end homelessness for other women. And that's why we launched the Advocates Program. The curriculum of the Advocates Program is really designed so that by the end of the program, a woman can feel confident in advocating for legislation and for policy change that will end homelessness for all women. It's really giving women with lived experience of homelessness the opportunity to own their truth, their story, and their expertise in knowing the solutions to ending homelessness.
I can remember not knowing what to do. I can remember being a single mother. I can remember crying. I can remember being in these bad situations and not knowing how to get out. If you would have told me that all the pain that I went through was going to benefit someone else, I might have been able to ride through that pain just a little easier. I needed to go through the pain to have a story. Through my pain and through me sharing my stories with the advocacy program, I empower other women and I motivate other women. There is such a fulfillment. The feeling is so fulfilling. It's like a natural high. It's electrifying.
The advocacy training program is something that is very much needed in the city of Los Angeles because we can represent the women of Skid Row and tell the politicians, this is actually what we need and this is the reason why we need it.
The Advocates Program, as we know it today, is really the tip of the iceberg of what's possible for the Downtown Women's Center in ending homelessness. We've seen what's possible with a modest training session, a few trainers. We know that with more funding for the Advocates Program, we could really increase the impact we're having in ending homelessness for women. Not only would it mean enrolling more women in the program, but it would mean enriching our training sessions and the experiences that we can provide for women outside of the classroom, whether it's more visits to Sacramento, engaging with more elected officials, or even our pipe dream going to DC and really taking this to the federal level.
You can come out here a completely new woman and you can look at yourself in the mirror. And you can be happy to look at yourself in the mirror because it's gonna feel good inside. And the community that's here, that's so passionate about what they do, is so empowering, is so motivating that you're gonna find yourself wanting to be next to them somehow, some way. You wanna work by their side.